The weather is heating up. I am in Florida. It is very warm here. I have 7 years of experience raising chickens in the heat. And in lieu of telling you what you need to do to keep your chickens cool in the summer, I'm going to tell you what I have done over the years to keep my chickens alive in the summer. There are 3 things, in my opinion, that are really important in the hot summer months. And those are clean, fresh water, not even necessarily cold water, and I'll get to that, but clean, fresh hose water, for example. Spaces with really great airflow where chickens can feel wind and fresh air. And nice shaded places, including nice shaded dirt where chickens can get in the dirt and they can dust bathe in the dirt. One thing, well, I guess 2 things that I may add to that, if it's a possibility wherever you are, is the ability to wet the ground. If you can spray water on the ground and create little puddles, mud, wet mud, especially in like nice shaded areas would be really helpful. And also fans, like just blowing air, not necessarily AC units, just fans blowing air, I think can also be really helpful for chickens in the summer months. Chickens do not sweat. They do not have the ability to cool themselves down via sweating. So when you see this mouth gaping in the summer, this is a sign that the chickens are trying to, oh, look at him checking on her. He's like, are you okay, ma'am? This is a sign that your chickens are hot. The mouth gaping is one of the things that the chickens do to help or to try to cool down their body temperature. Also, you can notice in this Wheaten Americana cockerel, the way he's kind of holding his wing. Oh, can you? This guy too, this is a blue lace red Wyandotte cockerel, and do you see how he's kind of holding his wings away from his body? This is also a thing that the chickens will do to try and cool themselves down. And before I say any more, let me say that I understand that we all have different methods of doing things, and I encourage you to go do a whole bunch of research before you make decisions on how you're going to do anything for a flock, because at the end of the day, it's going to be your research and your choices that either help or harm your birds. I mean, we all learn through experience. So listen, we all make mistakes. We all learn through experience, and each of our farms are a little different, and the things that we need to do may need to be tweaked. I don't give my chickens frozen foods. I don't give my chickens cold air-conditioned air, because I feel like those temperatures are too extreme to what is normal out here in the chicken yard every day. And I need my chickens, I feel like it is healthier long-term for the chickens to acclimate to what is happening naturally. And I am worried that when I give those frozen foods or the like unnatural air, I mean, I can't air condition anything out here anyways, but if I were to have an air conditioned space for the chicken to go into, that it would be so out of whack with what's normal in the environment that it's actually kind of shocking and accidentally counterintuitive. With that being said, I have seen chickens that I knew were suffering from heat stroke tendencies. And oftentimes I have seen this in chickens that may have secondary complications that were weaker to begin with, that were lower in the pecking order. And what I have done with those chickens is just remove them from the run for a couple days, brought them inside in a little like cage by themselves to allow them to recuperate through those time periods. I have not done this often, maybe a handful of times in the last 7 years. Some other things that are beneficial in the really hot summer months are adding electrolytes to the water, but this is not to take away from just clean fresh water. If you can get hose water from like a well, that is the best. Natural spring water, something with like natural minerals in it, you know. So even in the event that I did want to supplement with water with electrolytes in it, I would also give them the choice for just clean fresh water and let them choose what they know is going to be best for their systems. Nature usually knows best. I am not somebody who supplements my chickens with a lot of treats in general, and when I do give treats, it's typically like table scraps, scrambled eggs, and just like stuff that I cleaned out of the refrigerator. But you got to consider that when chickens eat food, their body temperature rises as the metabolism is working, which is really beneficial in the wintertime because we like to supplement them with scratch grains, cracked corn, and things like that to help them raise temperature. But in the summer months, you're going to notice that they're eating less, and I would invite you to give less treats if that's something that you do normally. And maybe if we are giving treats, to be mindful of the time of day that we're giving them, and maybe in the evening hours and their early morning hours might be a better choice. We've just got to understand with chicken keeping in general and in these extreme temperatures in general that chickens are an agricultural animal, and sometimes even with our best efforts and best intentions, there are losses that there's just nothing we could do. And the summer months in these really extreme hot temperatures is one of those times where we just need to be prepared that sometimes the worst case scenario is going to happen, even with our best efforts and all of the research and all of the things.